Okay. They say the Queen is dead. They talk about someone that is lost. They talk about someone that is lost. Lost in time. Now she is fixated in a non-realm. Le Parade. She is a spectacle for all the viewers, the Queen. She has been all alone in her whole life. They told us that she never gave an interview, she never did a video, she didn't go on YouTube. Yet now she's passed away. We call it passed away. I don't want to take those topics of passing away, that she's lost, but only the part that she is, even with us physically, we don't regard as her present. She's not present anymore. She's gone. She's passed on. When a queen dies, the monarch is appearing. But she lived all by herself. She didn't talk like on an interview, so you can picture her the way you want. She may have wanted, but she was advised to be in the background, be decent, be none that could be criticized. Yet she was criticized. When Diana were lost too. And someone wrote that she never accepted Israel, yet she lived a long life. Who knows? Israel was part of her last empire, 1948. So the Great Britannia. Let me honor this queen with my coffee, my hat, my queen's hat. Before it was Uncle Sam's, now it went on to Miss Queen. She was married, her husband passed away just recently. Maybe she lost everything by him. She is, it's told that the Queen contained the whole Britain, nation of Britain, with its 15 colonial states. 15, if not more, that became independent. And I went to Kenya, that became independent 1960 something. Let us Google that. You know, but I don't. We go to Wikipedia and we have to read read the writings of Kenya, and without glasses I can't see anything. It's written that it's 1963 that the independence, and now Kenya have undergone a leadership. So it's major changes in the Queen's Crown colonial state, Kenya. It was regarded as the colonial crown. I've been to Kenya, and the Queen was in Kenya, up in a tree, when she was inaugurated as a queen. Who would be there when I'm in the tree? She was inaugurated 70 years ago. Let me see. 96 minus 25 something. So she had been the Queen. She celebrated last year 70 years of reign. And that is in 1951. And my friend David, she became a queen after the Israeli independence. Israel. It's important numbers. Let me see again. This is easy peasy. 1948, but is it really that? It was given up as a colonial state, or mandate, British mandate, in what they call Palestine. It was in the beginning Israel. So the Queen may have applauded, even though her heart wasn't with Israel. My friends, you can be inaugurated any which how way, just by the pure fact that you are in the family. And with me, I am in the family too, but no one inaugurated me. I have 13 kings back in my ancestries. 13 kings. And my stem father was Harald the Grey one, or Hårfagre, Harald Hårfagre. He was a little bit more hairy than me. He was very hairy. The Harald very hairy. So no one knew him from today. I don't know. But as an ancestor, you may be put in place. Some are waiting for that. Some have passed that. Some don't want that. It's they said they honored the queen before she died in Norway that she was dedicated to her duties, and there were not a negative word about her without that kind of expression that she didn't do enough while the Princess Diana passed away. So I am not into criticism. I'm just a layman in all these kings and monarchs. I'm not there. I have only a hat that proves my ancestry. I will honor the Queen of England by my hat. She was in Kenya when she heard that she was to become a queen. 25-year-old, up in a tree. Who would be in a tree knowing that is going to happen? But it had to do with someone passing away, that you are in the place. You are like a overtaker. When the former King Olav in Norway passed away in 1992, I think, we can Google that. It's in the is kind of it's kind of that person in the ancestry of Queen Elizabeth. So 1991, and in the immediate state, Harald were to inherit the crown, to be a king. So it's just passing by. And it may have some deeper religious context to that. Passing away. But the queen was in her own state of mind throughout her life. As I said, she didn't give an interview. She wouldn't be defined. I think that maybe she have that kind of notion that the job is defining her. She is going in just as a duty. It is a duty. And she didn't involve any people outside that duties to interfere. She was the crown herself. It was kind of this enigmatic person for everyone that didn't really knew her personally. And that is kind of a queen's state. You are giving audience to the king and queens. You get audience. An audience is kind of a acceptance that you are good to come. And the people that have this kind of audience to them, they live a very lonely life. As for us outsiders that think of them, reflect about them, that they are outside, they are alone, they are missing out on so much. But maybe not. They are in a state of solace, and it's only in that world. Either you have audience or not. It's not It's not for anyone to judge why that is the case. I think the audience part is, they're kind of, I don't know, could it be someone that is seeing outside from inside through a keyhole? Through the keyhole? Is it someone that is looking outside? But you are not to interfere in their mind. Only when they talk to you, you are permitted to answer. You will not initiate anything by either her or his, the queen or queen, the king, permission. It's like they are not even interested in your world. They are there just for picking. They have picked you. They don't mind your life, your saying. It's only your response. You're a mirror. You're some kind of entity from outside, from a foreign world that can't be seen as he or she is. You are as foreign to the king and queens as the king and queens are to you. That kind of strange, foreign, alienated, it's kind of inhuman. There's nothing about human condition, human mind. It's not about equality. It's nothing about what you can mind, what you like or she like. Nothing about likes. It's nothing about anything but the formality of this order, that you are in the audience. And you feel that from the blessing state that, I'm now here as someone that is accepted to be here. What a blessing, what a fortune and fame. I will be so famous. After a while, you feel in prison, because you are not allowed to say anything. You will pay the penalty of the consequences of your word. You may even die, because you said the wrong thing. You didn't write it down before you said it. It came from your heart. Maybe out of fear. Maybe out of love. But you just said it. You are destined to die. It's that kind of world that you can't have your opinion made. Your opinion will be used against you. It's all about that queen and king. That is by him or herself. Nothing human to that. What is it about, my friend? The audience, the king and queens, and the order. So if you have something to say, my friend, you have to write it down. And someone else is going to edit it, so that it can be in the right order, right place, at the right time. The timing is of the essence. The time. What about the time? If you can see something behind me now, it's the order. It's the passing of the queen, the inauguration of the king. Who would mind that kind of mindset in full lifetime, It's a lifetime of sacrifice, and if you are obedient to come into this world, you will never know what is coming to you. It's not that kind of blessing that you think that this is of the heavenly grace. The audience is not about the heavenly grace, my friend. It's if you can. If you can. And if you are picked out to those kind of orders, you may feel that you failed. The first step you do. I've seen those that parade into the chambers of the castle. Those that parade like they are going to celebrate something. It's very strange. When people parade one after the other, they are going in couples. It's kind of a religious Jewish thing, that you go in couples. So in as much as the British mandate or colonial or British empire, they abide with the biblical and Jewish notion. Couples. The parade into the castle where they are going to be served some kind of food. It's not a party. It's not something you would want to be there. I have thought of myself, would I be a guest there? In my terms, would I go the way I am? Or do I have to be ripped off my humanity? You are told what to dress. You are told how to walk. You are told when or what to speak. People that are going there can't be on YouTube. I'm prejudiced, I know. But you know, the Queen of England, the last station, have left the building. Israel is a new state. And then the Queen was inaugurated. It was like that lifelong. I admire her beauty. She was kind of a picture of a lady that you may admire for many, many things. She had a stoic peace, kind of. She had this calmness to her. She never talked like you and me. She never did that, my friend. To be that, you need to be a human. But when you are in her presence, you get the fear that everything you do, everything you may think, or every argument or point you make, it will hit you. It will hit you hard. And you may die. You may die. And let us go back and see that her husband passed away last year. And that may have been the polar opposite as it was conveyed that this husband over the queen was the void in her soul that was emptied. You see, sometimes you can represent someone that is so out there, exposed for everybody. That man's father. He was maybe the void, the silent void that never talked. Only love. Whatever he did with this, it's kind of a void. So when he passed away, she lost the soul. Can you deal with losing a soul? Can you deal with losing a man that represent that void, my friend? The inner void of every person. The queen has passed away, but she was only following her husband. She was following the void that passed away. That must be a hard loss. It was the loss of century. A man that we never heard about. He was just there, doing his mundane stuff, while she was in the highest chamber, wearing diamonds and crowns. Told that the diamond of Cullinan was separated in different big pieces. This big diamond that was so perfect, it was split in different pieces. And it was in the crown of the queen. And she must have been exposed so much that she became a diamond. You can't penetrate that kind of personality. But you can. My friend, if you lose someone, something replace, something like void will replace it. And if we let the void replace us, so we become the silent wind. Can that be happening? Can that be true? Can the void tell us the fact, the truth? Maybe, my friend, maybe. We are in mourning in many occasions. Maybe the longer we pass in life, the more mourning we have in our void, in our heart. We lose every day. We lose maybe the most precious. Sometimes we need to lose ourselves to be replaced for a better person, to be that kind of blessing to everyone that have passed, that are passing by where you are. Okay, Shabbat Shalom.